Just something damage is the way to go.
Hovering on that rumble and locking that rumble in.
They're going to go back.
Raptors are up, they're contested.
Yep.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, caught Ryu with one double.
This is going to really push Ryu out of lane. Exactly what they wanted. They're causing chaos with only a slight bit of play. And now they can just go ahead and do it over and over again. Summoners down on both Ghosts and a Flash.
Well, they actually got all the summoner spells from H2K that were involved, and they didn't have to blow any themselves.
Yeah.
INTZ gets in a very effective trade, and they get the camp on top.
It's almost like when Ryu's not Ryze, it's easier to play against them.
I think you're onto something there.
Well, this though, Jankos, he's been down this entire game, has a lot of pressure on him, but INTZ have pushed up.
You get that mental game where you feel like everything around the map is winning, so you can push up a little bit more, but very fancy feet from the bot lane of INTZ, and they get out of Jankos' first gank, which he almost needed to succeed.
But still, INTZ, you can see up 500 gold because of what's been going on. The mid lane push, Ryu having to back for that tier.
Ooh, spited it. That was Jankos.
The TP though, level 6.
Ultimate goes down, Revolta looks like he's in a bad spot. Repel won't even get him out of where he wants to be, and that's actually first kill over to Vander with the 3 assists.
Yeah, pounds the ground there. The Alistar doesn't waste his Ignite, but still manages to get the kill because that's just what support seem to be doing at the moment in Worlds. Very patient from Jankos at the moment. He has been here for quite a while.
Oh, I don't know if Tockers wanted that one. Dodges the Noxic Blast a little bit, but still taking the Twin Fang. He gets himself out alive, and Jankos finally says, I need to pull the trigger top lane as well. It's been a little too long.
The Olaf only CC he has is a slow, and then the Rumble on top of it. Plus, right now, you can see he's already started his roam. He's coming over here right now.
Nice job by Vander. Tockers over the wall. They're going to throw down on the hunt. Try to turn on to Tockers. Vander throws Unbreakable Will, and Jankos throws the Ragnarok down right into the middle of the fight. It is Revolta dropping behind them, but he can't choose a target just yet. He does find the spider, but it's going to make it. No! Goes down the spout. Tockers, Jockster, and micaO now running for their lives. Ryu, remember, flash down. No ghost yet, so they're just trying to get the slow. The CC locks him down. The last Twin Fang gets him through the magical journey.
He didn't think he had to flash there, walks up that last little thing there from Ryu, gets it, and this is going to give them a lot of pressure on this turret. This might be first turret for H2K.
Yeah, small details actually mean quite a large deal in that last fight. It was a bit messy and the turret was still standing, so INTZ choosing to dive, super risky, and speaking of, there's the teleport.
Odoamne as well, channeling his TP, so he'll be there.
Yang, you don't want to be there.
He stopped his TP, actually. The team says, we have it. It's just going to be Yang. Here comes micaO trying to get a few kills for himself. Vander gets himself to safety as well. Beautiful job by H2K, kind of getting in and out of being INTZ's priority target. No follow-up from the rest of the team. Very low mana across the board. This is up to Forgiven pretty much to auto-attack if he can. May just be able to do that, but gets locked up himself.
Oh, someone next. Who's next?
Jockster says, I'm not done. I want to give you hot cocoa.
And they are still getting more and more advantages in this game.
All right.
This might be first turret here for INTZ, and they split it between 4 members, though, so it's a little bit for everybody.
Yep. Nice message sent with the Tempered Fate to get Odoamne's flash as well. Not that he's going to need it to use Equalizer.
And they get the Infernal Drake, but up top, this might be a second turret, though. Yang pushed Odoamne off, and here comes the rest of INTZ.
It is going to be a slow rotation from Ryu. He's got the long way around to go, or he's going to have to go straight through this vision, and INTZ could turn around on him. Maybe not knowing Vander, Odoamne, and Jankos are there. Ryu's going to have the swipe on the side. Yang will go down first, so Ryu changes his focus. That's going to also be Jankos going down. He doesn't have much farther to go. And H2K collapsed very nicely, and yes, Yang fell in the end. A 2K gold lead, not really shrinking, but it's not getting any bigger within these last few fights. A nice hammer back as Yang thought he had that fight 1v1, but he says Revolta's here, and now it's for the junglers to duke this out. Yanko looking very healthy, and he's just going to keep those undertows coming to take down Revolta.
Tempered Fate.
It's very, very close. He may just try to walk in and get the slowdown, and then the fight heals him up as well with the hot cocoa, and that's going to make anybody feel good.
Yeah, patient play, of course, from Revolta. Unfortunately, H2K are already responding, so the strategy is still there, and they are trying to outthink INTZ, who are trying to create chaos themselves, and it's almost working. It feels like we're in a similar position this game to the last. However, this is the point where INTZ started to implode a little bit. Feels like the pressure's still there.
They're chasing, but here comes the rest of INTZ. This is actually a trap.
Nice dodge.
Backing out, that's going to be Yang coming in on the top, but Yang goes the other way, trying to find a kill. Shock Blast already to start off, does get some damage onto Ryu. A little bit extra, but he's going to be kind of stuck, has to back in that spot, and H2K is not going to let them out easy.
Yeah, INTZ, they were laying a trap there. They were trying to bait in H2K. H2K took the bait, but I don't think they were expecting the Righteous Glory and the speed that came out, and the fact that they were running them down. Speaking of running them down.
Does he have Righteous Glory?
Gotta go
No,
fast.
he doesn't. It's on cooldown right now, I believe.
Hit him with the meat. That slows them down. Now it's the meat grinder, and they're going to go ahead and hit micaO. It's Vander that's there as well. Like we said, recuperating from an engage, from an attack in their jungle, they're always getting something in their favor on the flip side.
And again, almost deja vu in terms of time in the game. Another implosion from INTZ. They try and do a strategy, and they're looking for Vander.
Vander puts himself right in the fire, so low, but actually gives himself an out. Jockster now just getting missed by the undertow. A twin fang, one more to get it. Dodges the Noxus blast.
What are you doing?
Goes down. I think he just wanted to give it to the Wolf. Maybe he's like, stop the assists. Stop the assists. So
What a disaster.
Jockster goes down, flash is over, and H2K is all over INTZ's moves.
There's actually a heal there from Forgiven to keep Vander very healthy. And then Ryu is just so speedy right now. Jockster flashes in, doesn't have magic.
He
journey.
totally could have lived.
Yeah, he probably could have walked down towards the south side and then thrown out the E.
I think he should have just sat there and pretend to be a wolf. But that's me. 10-2 on the board. Cloud Drake is up next. They seem to all be H2Ks, so I don't know if which one comes next matters at this point. Holy macaroni! Jockster doesn't even get through his portal. Jankos was going so fast he couldn't even put on the brakes. So it's going to be a tempered fate to come out of this. There are ignites to be used by the supports, actually just Jockster's, but he's down, so no ignite there. And they are going on the first inhibitor turret down mid lane, straight up the gut on INTZ.
Yeah, waiting on the other side was Jankos for the Bard. Had no choice but to go through that journey. A lot of damage now put onto this middle lane turret. Cassiopeia very good when you're going towards her. So there's a lot of opportunities for H2K to bait, and it's almost predictable. But speaking of,
Righteous engagement there on a Jockster. That's the tempered fate that's been slowing them down on all their engages. Now they can go after the targets they want without being stopped.
that was pretty smooth.
But making their targets blow flash and a lot just to get out of the fight. This gives H2K a very nice position here wherever they want.
You have to give a lot of credit to Revolta for even getting out alive in that situation. That was actually pretty clean from the Elise.
They can run fast, but they can't run through walls. So, bell's over. Use the bell. Oh, nah, you didn't have to go back.
Unfortunately, he did. They have no vision, no way to actually see if they're doing the Baron.
Yeah, you have to check at that point, especially when it's just Odoamne.
Wow, he's saving mid as well once Baron is going down. Odoamne being a boss right now with that equalizer nicely across all the minions. His team comes up with Baron, and INTZ is none the wiser until everything happens.
The only breakpoint remaining for H2K is actually level 16. They're all close to that point. They're still able to brute force their way through INTZ's base. Once they get 16, it's even scarier.
Yang trying to run this one back. He has Odoamne in the top side, or the bottom side, I should say, and H2K can do this in a 4-1, not hurting them to keep it that way.
Just so much pressure from this squad. Rather short cooldown as well on the Righteous Glory. But hold on.
This just doesn't feel like a good idea.
Portabell to get into range.
Oh,
Jocker's very low. That's going to be... Oh, he turned around for
away.
play. You can't push him away. Undertow, he hits him with a big ham across the head. And now they're going to be going on the inhibitors inside the base. It has just been H2K hitting the gas every time they see a member of INTZ.
And Odo's stopping recall.
And he's still going for Odoamne throughout the fight. The Nexus turrets are dropping here. And H2K are definitely going to try to end it. On the hunt goes down. All they have to do is focus on these Nexus turrets. A good hit coming in from Revolta, but it's not enough. He gets back onto the ground. Forgiven stays alive. Ooh, Boomerang isn't going to take micaO down, but it will start to drop the last Nexus turret. 16-4, 29 minutes in. H2K take down INTZ.
And H2K lock in a quarterfinal spot for themselves.